Good afternoon, everyone. It is 5:36 on Friday, the 27th of March, and we are hanging out in my car because there is currently an open home happening in my house. And after that, at 6 o'clock, we are meant to be starting the auction. So I have done what I always do, and I vlog, and then I run out of time to edit, and then it kind of life gets to a point where it doesn't make sense to continue to upload those videos, that footage, because we hit another milestone, and then by the time I would get around to uploading that particular vlog, it would just be redundant. So we are canning the footage that we're sitting on, and we're just going to start from here, which means that I've got a bit to catch you up on. So obviously, like I said, it is auction night, which means that it is the last night of the campaign. However, the market is incredibly rubbish right now, like just my luck that a war breaks out in the Middle East and it impacts the sale of my house here in Australia. But oh, someone's just walked out. But so to recap the past few weeks, we've had good numbers coming in, and definitely grateful about that. Appreciate it, definitely. However, numbers does not equal interested buyers. And we've had people that are interested. We've had repeat visitors. We've had some interesting people where they just don't pay attention to the home as well. So we've had quite a number of downsizers come to view the home, which I get that in theory because obviously it's a small home and low maintenance. However, I've got a massive staircase in my home, and that's very visible in the photos. So I don't know why they bothered, in all honesty, but anyway, maybe they were just hopeful. But in terms of other interested parties, not really. We've had a few first homeowners that are coming to kind of scope out the market and see what their money will get them. We've had a few people that are pending pre-approval, and until then they obviously can't make an offer. I did have one pre-auction offer which was 30k below what I want. Not that they know the exact figure that I will sell it for, because obviously being a pre-auction, we don't put the reserve price up. But yes, so it's not looking great for auction night, but I'm honestly like so prepared for it. Like, if anything, I was telling my sister earlier today, I'm going to put hand cream on while I'm talking to you. I was telling my sister earlier today that I'm not upset about it, in all honesty. Like, I just expect it not to sell tonight. If anything, it's actually just more of an inconvenience, if I'm perfectly honest, because it is a blustery autumnal day, which, don't get me wrong, I absolutely love that. But, and it's also been raining, but because of this evening, I've kind of not been able to really enjoy it. I've had to obviously tidy up the home, get it ready as if an auction is going ahead. And now I'm outside of my house sitting in my car for half an hour while people are going through it. What else is there to update you on while we're sitting here? We've had a couple of trips to Sydney. Ben had an operation last week, and so we went, and it was in Sydney, and then we went up for his post-surgery checkup yesterday. So we took Bella out of school, she came with us, and Bella and I, well, we all did actually, we just shopped in Bondi Junction after the appointment. It was a very quick appointment. It was like not even 10 minutes. So Ben was quick to join us at the mall, and yeah, we spent a few hours, we had lunch, spent a few hours there, and then came back and didn't get home until like 7:30 at night. Had some dinner, and then, you know, did the usual bedtime routine. And what else is there? I don't think there's much else, to be honest. Life has just been about keeping my house tidy. It's been about being careful what I cook in my home as well, so it doesn't smell like cooking before the open homes. And that's really all that life has been, if I'm completely honest. So it's not been very interesting. So you've not missed out on much, which is why I'm comfortable kind of moving on from the footage that I've got and just sticking here. But I have rambled on for 7 minutes and 20 seconds, which means that as an intro, I will have to cut this down. But I thought I would, yes, say hi and let you know that, yeah, it is auction day today. But we'll wait and we'll see what the outcome is tonight, which, don't hold your breath, it's not going to be anything exciting. Okay, it is now 6:27 p.m. and needless to say, we did not have an auction tonight. We had one guy come through who's interested in being informed about what the result was with the auction. So my agents are going to call him and let him know that it's still on the market. And we had one sticky nose neighbor, which is also a neighbor that I don't like. So, yes, we did not have any registered bidders or that, so it's exactly like I expected anyway. I honestly would have been more surprised if we had an auction, in all honesty. So, I've actually been, well, I came back into the house at 5 to 6. I've been chatting with the agents, and then I was kind of doom scrolling for a bit before I snap myself out of it, because we cannot be wasting our night like that. But I think what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go around, I'm going to shut all the blinds in the house, and I'm going to, I think it's too early to have dinner, although I love an early dinner, but I think we're going to perhaps get in some pajamas and make ourselves a tea and just kind of kick back and relax a little bit. And really kind of start the weekend. So we're gonna have another open home next week before Easter, and we're just gonna put a price on it and see how it goes. But so like I said, this is exactly how I expected the night to turn out. So I'm not disappointed at all, and that is actually why Ben's not here as well, because I knew that there wouldn't be an auction, and even if there was, I'm not attached to this house, so, well, it's a weird hybrid. I'm not attached to the house emotionally, but I know its value. And so because of that, that's why I'm quite firm on where I want to see this sold at. So, yeah, it is what it is. Like, obviously we continue living here. We continue with open homes. We'll eventually find a buyer. Yeah, we'll just see what happens, I guess. Good afternoon, everyone. It is now Thursday afternoon, and in true Jessica fashion, I haven't touched the camera since Friday, was it? So we are here to wrap up this vlog, but before I do, I thought I would show you a couple of Easter things that I bought. I really should have done this earlier, because obviously this doesn't leave you much time if you wanted to buy these things as well. I also don't know why my lips look so blue on camera. I'm not cold, and my blood pressure at the moment is pretty okay. So it's a bit strange. Anyway, let's show you what I bought, and then we will wrap up this vlog. Okay, am I gonna be, that's not very nice. Hold on. Okay, that's better. We're at that time of day where the sun shines directly into my room, but I like to record in this spot just because it's quite comfortable. You're at a good height and I can sit down and also not have to fuss about getting a tripod or anything for you. We are going to ignore the lines and shadows that are all over me from my window. Okay, first things first, I ordered a gift for my niece who, as you know, is only one. So she's not quite at the age where chocolates and things like that excite her. So I thought I would pick her up something else. In all honesty, this was something that I had in mind because I saw something similar on The Iconic, but they don't seem to have it anymore. So luckily Amazon had a similar product because I thought it was really, really cute. And thankfully, it does appear to be similar to the picture. So we are going to unwrap it because handing a gift to a baby in a plastic bag is not the best idea. Now, I will admit, when I purchased this, I did think it was made out of wicker, not plastic, but, oh my goodness.
One eternity later.
But I think it's quite cute anyway. So we won't send it back, we'll still give it to her. But it is a little basket that is shaped like a mushroom. How cute is that? And what's good about it as well is it opens up the top so you can put toys and things like that in it. And it also has a little door at the front which also opens, so it doubles as a little dollhouse, which I think is quite precious. I will see how I'm going for time. I might even paint it, maybe. Maybe like a pastel pink or something. I think that would be quite cute. But yeah, so anyway, that will be her Easter present this weekend. I don't think she's going to be that excited about it in all honesty, but she's kind of at this age where she likes to take things out of baskets and put them back in. So I thought that that would be really cute. Now, the next thing, this is Bella's present. Bella is still a Easter Bunny believer, and I can tell you now that I will do absolutely nothing to encourage her to believe otherwise. I think it's quite precious, and I really love that that is something that she still carries with her, particularly as she's getting older and more like a teenager every second of the day. So I did go a little bit crazy with this, and I did order it without consulting Ben. Not that I need to consult him, but sometimes I consult him on things when I think they may be a little bit outrageously priced and I need someone to talk some sense into me. With this purchase though, I did not want to have any sense talked into me, so I didn't tell him until after the fact. And he actually said to me that it wasn't too bad. So we're gonna lean on that and really take that on when we discuss the price of this one. This one was maybe like $30. I can't quite remember. This one was a little bit more. So as you can see from the box, it is from Fortnum and Mason. There are no Fortnum and Masons in Australia, although David Jones does stock some of their products. But so it had to be shipped by DHL to Australia. But I love Fortnum and Mason products, and so to me it was just worth it. As you will see as well, the box is already able to be opened, and that's because I have already had a sticky beak, so this isn't really a true unboxing, but I wanted to share it with you anyway. And I've stored it in my cupboard in the box just so little miss doesn't see it, because she has a bit of an eye for goodies that I hide in my cupboard. So I was hoping the box would deter her. So this is what I bought from Fortnum and Mason. I love their wicker baskets, and I wanted to do it for Christmas last year. However, I was a bit delayed in getting myself together to do so. So I kind of missed out on all of the Christmas hampers, and particularly with them being delivered in time before Christmas. So our intention this year is to buy a Fortnum and Mason Christmas hamper in a timely fashion, and then use that basket to also just house random bits and bobs that we buy in the lead up to Christmas. Just little, you know how all the stores kind of bring out their own Christmas treats. We like to buy them and kind of nibble on them in the lead up to Christmas, just because it just adds to the season, right? And I really would like a wicker basket from Fortnum and Mason in order to stock all that stuff. So when I saw that they were bringing out the Christmas hampers, and I saw this particular hamper, this was like the Happy Easter basket or something like that. It's now sold out, but as soon as I saw it, I had to jump on it, and shipping alone was $40, which is ridiculous considering this is Easter chocolates. But I figured this basket would stay with us for many years to come. Whether Bella still believes in the Easter Bunny or not, I can see myself putting her Easter treats in here, whether they're from me or the Easter Bunny, you know. It doesn't really matter. But I thought this was really cute. So I'll show you what we get in it. Okay, if you've noticed that the sun has now moved, it's because I had to take a phone call. But back to this. So we got the basket, obviously in the package that came with. Then it also comes with this cute liner in the basket, and it also comes with additional goodies inside. So the first thing that it comes with, sorry, I got distracted by some of the foil isn't, it's got the seam on the outside, and so I'm trying to switch it over. Anyway, so we've got the Fortnum and Mason rainbow eggs. So it comes like this, and they're all different colors. Then it also comes with some wood shavings as padding. Then it comes with some sunshine sweets. These are strawberry, orange, and lemon fruit flavor sweets in vibrant sunshine hues. And I believe that it's got little suns in here. It's got birds, possibly bunnies as well, but I can't really see. So there you go. Comes with that. I like that this has a mixture of different types of sweet treats rather than just chocolate. Then we've also got little speckled praline eggs. So I would show you what they look like, except it's taped shut, and I wouldn't want to take that privilege away from Bella opening it. But then the next thing we have is the littlest chocolate hairs, and this one I can show you. So it slides out like this, and then it has little chocolate bunnies or hairs in plastic there. And then the last thing, yes, it is the last thing it comes with, is the handmade chocolate pearl shortbread rounds. So it comes in this tin, which I love because it's got, it's like a tartan pattern on it. But anyway, that is everything that we've bought for Easter, at least recently. I did buy some of the pistachio puppy little eggs. They're at Woolies at the moment. They are $15 for, I think, like 5 or 6 of like tiny little eggs. I did buy them a while ago because I was really worried that they would sell out. Because normally what I do is I buy a range of treats, different chocolates and all of that kind of thing on my own. But then obviously I saw this hamper and thought that Bella would love this more. So I did open up the pistachio puppy chocolates and I had them. I've had some. They're not that great. I thought that they would be so much better, particularly because I love the pistachio trend that's going on at the moment. But yeah, they were a bit of a letdown. So I'm kind of glad that I caved and bought this instead, because yeah, they just weren't as spectacular as I thought they would be. But I've just readjusted how this is packed. So I've put all the like the wood shavings down the bottom, and I've just put all the treats up the top, which I think it looks really nice because it looks really abundant. And then what I might do is I'm just going to push the liner down a little bit, I think, and then you can kind of see the goodies over the top. Okay, so that is everything that I bought for Easter. I haven't bought much. We are going to be doing our usual seafood feast on Good Friday. Then we've got an Easter lunch at one of my cousin's houses on Saturday. And then on Sunday, we've got Easter breakfast at my sister's house. And then Easter Monday is kind of just a day to like relax and not do much. So there is still some shopping that needs to be done just in way of groceries and all of that kind of thing for those events, but otherwise we are done with like all the fun stuff. But if you have made it this far in this vlog, although I dare say it's not going to be a very long one, thank you so much. I really do appreciate you, and I will see you in the next one.